You're laughing at a joke your best friend just made, and somewhere deep in your brain, a tiny little voice trying to tell you, or is that a diversion? It is not paranoia, well, maybe it is. And there's a whole genre of games out there thrive on this feeling. On this channel, we made a lot of content about game design and game psychology, as those are the things that I'm personally drawn to and interested, trying to understand why. And I think next I'm going to start a new series, not just talk about a game as a whole, but I wanted to dive into different mechanics and trying to figure out why people addicted to so much, or why some people just hate a specific mechanic so much. I wanted to understand from the root, and today we're going to dive into hidden role games. First, a little bit theory. What is hidden role? A hidden role games is any game where some player secretly given a different goal or identity than everyone else. One or two people might be working against the group and nobody knows who. Games such as Werewolf, Secret Hitler, Battlestar Galactica, different themes and same trick. Hidden role games do something almost no other games does. They turn the people you trust on a daily basis into the biggest unknown. So suddenly you're not just reading the board on the table, you're actually reading your friends. Did she hesitate before the voting, or why did he defend him so much? And you start noticing things about people you've known for years because the game gives you a reason to actually watch them. And that is an emotional hook a lot of people like hidden roles because it's not the mechanics itself, it's the social threat it creates. Because it's me, so you know I'm going to dive into a little bit deeper from the psychology side, trying to understand why. In fact, it is called information asymmetry, and it is the most powerful tool for game design because your brain doesn't register it as I lack data. It kind of registers as I cannot trust this whole environment, and that is a much deeper and much older feeling. It's the same feeling that even though you double check if the door is locked, you still wanted to check it again. Role design, it doesn't just withhold information, it gives everyone enough behavior to misread. The traitor, they're not silent, they act normal, they talk normal, they play normal, and normal under suspicion starts to look suspicious. The designer isn't just hiding a role, they're designing an experience how much a player can lie without becoming obvious, and exactly how much an innocent player's honest behavior can look sketchy by accident. The gap between acting guilty and actually guilty, it is how the entire game is built on. When the gap is too narrow, then it will solve in round 1 or 2, then there's not a game. When the gap is too wide, when nobody trusts nobody in the process at all, it's also not a game. I think it is the hardest thing to balance in tabletop design because you're not balancing numbers in an Excel sheet like normal games do, you're balancing human suspicion. Personally, hidden role mechanics is not one of my favorite because I don't enjoy being paranoid at my gaming table. I'd rather trust people and focus on the board itself. But I do understand why a lot of people enjoy this type of game so much, especially in a bigger social setting. So if you like hidden role, let me know down in the comments. What is your favorite hidden role? Maybe we need to do some research. And who knows, maybe in the future we come up with the hidden role games as well. So I hope you guys like this new series and like this video and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time. Bye!